Greetings and salutations. I am your pastor of positivity, George Allen West. Today is Monday, February 23rd, and I appreciate you joining me for another episode of Push-Ups, Sit-Ups, and plenty of juice. Rocking the Element raspberry salt flavor this morning. But I'll be honest, not my favorite flavor. Gonna give it another try after shaking it up a bit. Nope, not my favorite flavor. Not bad by any means, but definitely not my favorite. All good though. Nope. And we've already made a mess on the floor. Deal with that after. Because before I deal with that, I want to let y'all know what's going on today. So we got a good one planned for today. It is a snowy day here at the Iron Asylum, and we're going to take advantage of that because there's nowhere to go, nothing to do but work out, right? Well, there's always stuff to do. We've got editing and whatnot that we could be getting done, and we will. But ultimately, we are homebound for the day, so I figured I could take my time with today's workout. So we're going to start off with a blast from the past. Haven't done this in about a month. We're going to start off with the 10-minute mobility flow full body pre-workout stretch by Justina Cole. It's from 4 years ago, has 14,000 views. As you guys know, if you've been following along, during the month of January, I was doing the 10,000 kettlebell swing challenge, and this was my favorite warm-up to do for that. So we're going to start off today with that for the warm-up. We're going to throw some foam rolling in, maybe a little bit before we even do our warm-up, or it might be after. Just follow along and figure it out. But either way, once we finish with the warm-up, we're going to get into the workout. And today's workout, we got a good one. We're going to be sticking with the homegirl Fit by Maya. And we are going to be doing her Let's Sweat 25-minute full body strength and mobility workout, perfect for your active rest day. Now, I question this active rest day thing because, I mean, she's lifting weights here. So to me, I'm like, that doesn't feel like a rest day. That just feels like an active day. But we're going to go through the workout, see how it goes, see how it feels, and go from there. So, you know, I'll definitely afterwards give a critique on how I felt and everything. But yeah, I'm in the mood to do a little bit more than just yoga today, which is what I've been doing really for these past couple of weeks. And, you know, thanks to the encouragement from Fit by Maya, I said, you know what, I found this in her playlist that she sent me. And I said, this seems like it'll be a good one for today. It's actually what I wanted to do last night initially, but ran out of time and felt like, you know what, that wasn't going to be a great workout for the evening. So feels like it'll be a good workout for today. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing what type of weights I choose to use. She's using dumbbells, got kettlebells here at the Iron Asylum. I'll make it all work. So not too worried about any of that. So yeah, we got a lot of good stuff going on today. Some nice workout flow. But before we get into the workout flow, you know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. We show, boy. Oh man, that was an adventure and a half. But yeah, let's see where we're at weight-wise. I don't even remember what we weighed in at last night. It was definitely under 160. And so I'm curious to see what we come in at now after having dinner last night and a good breakfast this morning of a protein shake. $156.8. So we're still hovering. You know, I feel like when we first started this series, before we started the 10,000 kettlebell swing challenge, we're hovering between 160 to 170. Really, 165 was the sweet spot. Now, these past few days, I feel like we're hovering between 155 and 160. As I've said before, I don't have any specific physique goals, so I'm not too worried about it, but I don't want to dip under 155. So if I find myself dipping under that, I will definitely be increasing my calories. But for now, so far, so good. Not overly concerned about the weight or anything like that. We're just trying to be healthy, and I do understand that as I've been cleaning up my diet, my weight is going to come down, and that's okay. But that's all we got for now. I think, as y'all know, there's nothing to it but to do it. So I will see you guys over at the mat.
Hey everybody, welcome to your mobility flow warm-up. So today we are going to flow through a unilateral combo on both sides of the body, really just focusing on making sure that the joints have full range of motion. This would be great before any full body workout. You don't need any equipment, so let's dive on in. Starting standing, we'll put 30 seconds on our clock, feet to the front as we shift side to side for a little lateral shift. So I'm driving into the heels, keeping the chest lifted, ribs are closed, toes are toward the front, and that back is nice and active. We'll take 30 seconds just shifting side to side, and then we're gonna work the right side of the body first. Make sure those shoulders are down away from the ears. Good. We're gonna hold over to the right, and let's go for it. So driving into the heel, hands can be at heart center. If you want to get a little bit more in core and lat engagement, you can bring those arms up by the ears. Keep driving into that heel. 5 more seconds, we're going to add a little press. Good. Up, down, press, press. So really make it mean something. Make sure we're not just bouncing in that joint. Three, 2, and 1. Coming down into a runner's lunge. So that back heel is lifted up nice and high. Hands are inside of the foot. We're going to take 10 more seconds in this hold, and then we'll add a little T-spine twist. Perfect. Right arm sweeps up, and bring it down. And dropping the back knee down, we'll stand it up nice, or kneel it up nice and tall, hands on the hips, short stance between the foot and the knee as we drive that knee over toward the toe. So this isn't about stretching out the back hip, we're gonna get into that soon. This is more about the ankle mobility. 15 more seconds here. Good, give me 1 more. Perfect, hold at the top. I want you to tuck your tailbone under, so you should feel a big stretch through the hip flexor. And we're gonna reach away, and in. Away, and in. Keeping that moving. Nice and active here. You're about halfway through. Ooh, give me 1 more. Perfect, walking it down onto the hands and knees. Take that right leg out to the side behind you. Well, side, not behind you. And we're coming into some adductor rocks. So setting the hips back and forward. This should feel really nice on that inner thigh. Finish out your last round. We'll sweep the left leg back, or right leg back, sorry. Left arm in front, bird dog. Just about 10 more seconds here, and then we're gonna roll it on up and switch to the other side in 3, in 2, and 1. Hands down, tuck the toes, lift those hips up, walk the hands back toward the feet. Take a moment here if you want to sway side to side, and then we'll bend the knees, roll it up, and we'll do it on the other side. So, starting that clock over from the top, we've got those lateral shifts, left to right. So this is one of my favorite, just kind of like full body warm-up flows to get the joints moving, to get the muscles activated. I find that we kind of hit like a little bit of everything very quickly. So especially if you don't want to spend a lot of time in your warm-ups, it's a really good one. 10 seconds here. And hold it over to the left. Check in with that rib cage, make sure it's nice and closed, driving into the heel. And keeping in mind here that even though the hips are back, that chest is still lifted, so we don't want to be all the way over. We want that back working. Good, let's go for those presses. That's like a very dramatic sweep of the arms. 10 seconds. And then we're coming down into that runner's lunge. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, hands inside that foot. Good, keep pressing down into that hip. And let's add that left arm, sweeping up and down. And finishing that out, let's drop the back knee, coming up into our half kneeling position, shifting the knee over the toe, and coming back. Remember again, this isn't so much about the hip, this is more about the ankle complex. Good, holding at the top, we'll tuck the tailbone under, and then we'll take that right arm, reach it away, and in. Finishing out your last one, we'll untuck the tailbone, bring the hands down, left leg out to the side as we sit those hips back and forward. Good. This one I always like, get a lot of popping in my hips for whatever reason. You got 15 seconds left. Remembering that with pain, as long as there's, or with popping, as long as there's no pain, then we're good.
Let me take a selfie.
Good, finishing out your last one. Bird dog, we'll sweep that left leg back, right arm in front, elbow to knee. No spinal flexion here. Really working on that core stabilization. Very nice. And let's drop the booty back to the heels. One more thing here. Tops of the hands down. We'll take a little wrist stretch. This is a part of mobility that I feel a lot of us neglect, and so many of us have weak wrists or just wrist mobility issues. Let's switch, palms down, reverse wrist rockers. So implementing these before, after, on rest days, I mean, these two things right here are some of the best things you can do for your wrists. Good, give them a little shake, and we are all set. So that again, that could be a great little rest day stretch. That could be a mobility warm up for yourself on a full body workout day. You can use that any way that you like. Any questions, let me know, and I will see you in the next one.
To understand that it's a very close range weapon, but usually if a fight kick, probably the most misunderstood weapon. People understand that it's a very close range weapon, but usually if a fight kicked off, they just swing the head back and then forehead. And you can use all different parts of the crown, like the sides of it here, but really this whole area is prime headbutting territory. When we do that, instead of trying to throw it in and down, which seems logical, we're actually going to let our body bring the head to the target. So the next piece of the puzzle is incorporating the legs, using those to advantage. In the poor example of the headbutt we saw, we just swung back and swung in, and we don't use the legs at all in that. We're just using the momentum of it to deliver an enormous amount of power to make a devastating shot. So instead of this, we're going to drop and then twist in using this power. So there you have it, proper headbutt form. We're going to use our legs to drive. We're going to target with the crown of our head. We can incorporate the twist, so we can hit with the side of the crown of the head. We're going to be very...
East Dogs and East Greenwich, hey, they didn't mind going out in the snow, playing a little bit perhaps on the back deck. I bet they didn't want to stay out too long though, you know. It's a little fun and then go back inside.
You get stuck.
I know, so let us know how it looks outside. She's got her ski goggles on. Everyone has their ski goggles on now. That's the...
All right, taking a quick second before we get started with the real deal, just to address that warm-up. Felt pretty good. Haven't done that video again. It's been almost a month since I've done the Justina Eric Hole warm-up. And it's interesting because my flexibility and mobility has definitely just continually been improving over, I was going to say, you know, over the past couple months, but really it's been over the past 6 months or so that I've been working on this. And so definitely seeing a lot of major improvements, which has been pretty awesome. But something interesting in not doing this video in about a month, a couple of the movements, it's like, oh, that feels not as good as it did when I was doing that video more regularly. So it's so funny how just the smallest little thing, at least for me, can sometimes throw the body out of, you know, out of whack, out of alignment. I'm not sure how I want to word that, but, you know, it's just like, oh, like certain positions I was like, oh, I feel like the last time I did this, I'm doing even better now. And then some of them I'm like, oh, I feel like I've regressed a little bit. So I just find that interesting. I don't know if you experienced the same thing. Definitely leave me a message in the comments section. Let me know if you've had similar experiences or if your experience is nothing like that at all. The foam rolling as well, I haven't been keeping up with that. And I could definitely feel that as well. You know, it feels tighter and harder. So for those of you that are new to foam rolling, do understand that if you continually do it day after day, it will get easier and better, and your body will thank you for it. I just wanted to come on, say those couple things. Time for me to get back to the mat, and we'll get into the actual workout that we're doing today with Fit by Maya. So I will see you guys there.
And welcome to this week's workout. So today we're going to do strength and mobility combined training, and this one is a full body. So while we are going to also do the strength exercises, we're going to also work on our mobility moves. And mobility is great to strengthen our joints and just to feel your body a little bit at ease. Alright, so for this workout we're going to need 2 different pairs of dumbbells. One lighter for the upper body and one heavier for the lower body. If you don't have 2 pairs, just stick with one and it's totally okay. Alright, and we're going to do 1 strength exercise and then follow the second for our mobility and so on. We're going to complete 2 rounds in total. So don't forget to warm up, and before you do that, please do hit the subscribe button and help me grow this channel even more. Alright, let's get to the work. The first exercise we are doing, we are going to do a side lunge into a curtsy combination. So grab your weights alongside your body. You can also have them up on your shoulders. Keep your core tight at all times, and we're gonna step to the side, stick your butt out, Both of the feet are facing forward. Don't try to buckle your knee in, and feet should not go up like this. Keep it firmly down like that. Okay, then when you come back up, you can tap if you want to, and then you bring straight into the curtsies. Okay, so from the side, so hips back, and then going straight into the curtsy. All right, so we're doing 10 reps per side. Let's go. We go down, and we go to the side. That was 1, 2. This exercise works really great your gluteus medius and inner thighs. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to go on the other side. Let's go. Side. Have enough space. 2.
A little harder than I expected.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one. And 10. All right. So we put away our weights. Now we're going to do a little mobility combo. And I call it Happy Rainbow. So we're going to work on our side stretch into bend backwards. And also going to work a little bit on the inner thighs. So you should be a little bit out of breath. So inhale, we're going into the side stretch. Good, inhale here. Now swap out your hands. You go up on your knee and stretch it back. Good. We're going for 5 rounds on each side. So inhale. Exhale here. Inhale, hands behind you. Swap up. 2. Inhale, arms up to the side. Let's go. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. And just observe how your body is actually opening up. And last one. 5. And just change our legs. Change our directions. And we go. So inhale, arms up. To the side. Come up. Stretch back. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Up. 3. Inhale. 4. Last one. 5. Awesome work. Now let's get up and we're going to do the upper body exercise, which is all around the world. And it's great for the shoulders. So we have a little bit challenging weight up here. 2 times 4.5 kilos, 2 times 10 pounds. So shoulders back, engage your core, and we're going to go above and down. Control the movements on the both ways. So up and control it down. 2. Up. 3. 4,
I need to do one more to make up for the one I missed. So there we go. Now getting back in rhythm.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's hard. 9. And 10. Whew. By the 8, I already felt it like it's getting there. It's getting really, really intense already. Okay.
My legs are already
So the
burning.
next mobility move, we're gonna do the beast to knee drive forward, and in this way we're gonna stretch our back a little bit, and we're gonna work also a little bit on the shoulder and wrist mobility and core strength. Okay, so we're starting, you can say, yeah, kind of a down dog position. Now you're gonna bend your knees and really stretch it out, and the knees are not touching the ground, but basically they are kind of slightly almost touching the ground. So you're going to go back as much as you can and then shoot forward with one leg forward and squeeze your core. If this is too hard, you can just do the beast like that. Okay, so we're going to do 10 reps alternating the sides. And this is great for the control as well, and the core and stability, everything. So mobility is an amazing drills, and I love to combine it with strength exercises. It just makes so much fun. Good. Down. Squeeze your core. Inhale. Shoot forward. Exhale. 3, 4, 5,
This is so much harder than it looks.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know about you, but this is a great one. As you can see, I'm already sweating like crazy. Whew, awesome. All right, so next one, we're gonna go into RDLs to the back row. If you have a chance that you have heavier dumbbells here, please go ahead, challenge yourself. I might take 2 9 kilos, so let's just do that. Because some of the weights I have here are a little bit light, some of them are too heavy. So, all right. So what we're gonna do now? We're gonna go into the stiff leg deadlift. When you reach here where your hips cannot go further back, you fully stretch your hamstrings. You're gonna do back row, like so here, and then you come back up. Okay, squeeze your bum. Okay, and we are doing 10 reps in total.
I need to stop doing these demonstration reps.
So, RDL. Once, please. 2. Feel the stretch, hold it. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. One more. and then look back. Okay,
All right.
amazing.
Not as bad as I thought.
So remember, these exercises are like on the days, are suitable on the days when you have your, let's say, light days or active rest days, because obviously we're not trying to do here any PRs, but you will feel so amazing after this training. All right, so next one, we have down dog to a crab. So, yeah, the names are just as they are. So you will see what I mean to crab reach. So, we're starting into down dog position. You're gonna go into the bird dog or bear position basically. You're gonna flip over like so, and you're gonna reach back. Reverse the movement, keep your shoulder packed, don't drop it down, really make it sure that it's there, stable, and just reverse the movement. You go back to your down dog, come back into bear, move this one, and then reach back. Good, and reverse the movement. That was 2 reps. Okay, go from here.
Said I was going to stop with the demonstrations, but you know.
Down dog, here, move it, reach back, down, reverse the movement, down, move it, reach. Good, that was 4. Down dog, reach, 5. Reach, 6. 7. 8. 2 more. 9, last one. Down dog. Up. Reach. And down dog. And woo. Very good. Very dynamic exercise, and it just feels so good. Okay, so we completed round 1. Now we're going to do everything again. So now you have an idea how this works, and it's actually, I'm sure you already feel amazing. All right, so take a little break, and I'll see you in round 2. All right, let's go into round 2. So we have side lunge to curtsy. So you can also have stand the weight up if you want to. Let's go.
Let's try.
Side lunge. Make sure that the balance is there. You can always step if you cannot do the drive-through leg. But this one is way harder, and it works your core a little bit more. Good. 3. 4. 5.
Ooh.
6. 7. 8.
Lost balance a little bit there. So it's important to reset sometimes.
10. I'm also doing this more slow because I'm training barefoot today, and it's slippery. I mean, the floor is kind of slippery. Okay, let's go. Side. Curtsy. 1.
Not a great curtsy, whatever.
2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
One more.
Let's push the last one. And 10. Okay,
Glad you're done with that.
let's go into our happy wiggle.
Right.
So side stretch, side bend. Inhale, arms up. Exhale here. And inhale, hands behind your leg and open up. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. 3. 4. 5. Switch legs. You should notice also that you are a little bit more flexible and mobile from the first round. So inhale. Exhale here. Inhale back. Stretch, exhale. Good. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more. And exhale. Wonderful.
Okay.
All right. Let's go into our all around the world.
Around the world.
It's great for our shoulder strength. Okay. So inhale. Exhale up. Inhale again. Exhale down. Two. Sorry, that was 3. 4. 6. 7. 3 more. 8. 9. I keep losing count today. 10. And 10. Hope it was 10. If not,
That was
use
10.
10 reps. Okay. And we go into our be small to knee drive. Remember, you got this. Down dog. Starting here. Stretch. And up. 2. 3. 4. And listen, very challenging
Very challenging
for
indeed.
sure. But that's why we are here, okay? Even though this is like not high intensity training, it's still like a badass. You got this. All right. Are you on to back rows? So I try to incorporate as much as possible here in this workout, like that it's full body. Okay, here we go. Push hips back. Back row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Come on, Lana.
6,
Cardio up.
7, 8, 9, 10. Amazing.
Okay.
Got the last one. The last one. Down dog to bear to crab. Oh my god. These names are just killing me sometimes.
Understandable.
Okay, let's start on this side. Alright, so down dog, bear, here, reach up. Was 1.
Down dog.
Down dog,
Bear.
stretch,
Reach.
reach.
That's
2,
Down dog. Bear. Reach.
3,
Down dog. Bear. Reach.
4,
I feel like I've been doing something wrong. Have to go back and watch the files. One, I'm not keeping up.
5. Stretch as much as you can. 6,
Bear. Crab. Woo! Feel like beast warriors up in here. Still not keeping up, am I? Out.
8. The quads, you're gonna feel them as well.
I think I'm one behind.
9. Last one. And that was 10. And we did it. Whew. My goodness. Oh, we did it. Well done. You completed this amazing routine. Let me know how you feel now. It is amazing. I feel great. Although I'm like covered completely in sweat, I'm drenched in sweat. But this is, how we train. This is how it is. And we wouldn't want it any other way. Right? So yes, so don't forget to like, comment down below, subscribe, share this video, and also join me on my Patreon, because there I have a weekly structured schedule, and tomorrow we're starting with week 4 with our Metcon cardio program, and then I'll prepare for you a new program for the new year. So thank you so much for training with me, for being strong. And yeah, that's the physical bit. Working on it, but yeah, this is how it is. Alright, so thank you so much for training, watching, and see you next time. Ciao.
That was a good one from Fit by Maya, the homegirl, Fit by Maya. Definitely appreciate her recommendation of that. And yeah, that was a lot more difficult than I expected it to be. My legs were moving in ways that they're not used to moving. So shout out to her for that. But you know what? After a workout like that, it is so important to cool down and stretch. So we're going to keep things going today. You're getting 3 videos in one in a lot of ways, so y'all should feel pretty special. So today we're going to go with well, not today, I guess, continuing today, we're going to go with the other homegirl that you guys, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you're very familiar with, because you know she is my favorite yoga instructor, and that is Charlie Follows. So we're going to be doing her 10-minute full body stretch for recovery and flexibility, hamstrings, hips, and spine. I think I could use all of that for sure. This video is from 5 years ago. It only has 42,000 views, which is crazy to me. I feel like she does much bigger numbers these days, and that's just a sign, I guess, of her YouTube growth. So yeah, come with me and follow along. See y'all at the mat.
And welcome to this super slow 10-minute full body stretch. When you're ready, find a space in your house and we'll get started in a straddle stance. So you can take the feet fairly wide, feet parallel, and then starting with the hands on the hips, begin to fold forwards. And if your hamstrings are really tight, then you might want to bend a little bit more through the knees. And let your head hang heavy, and you can relax the hands and the arms wherever they fall. Begin to deepen your breathing as you come into the stretch. And just let your torso hang heavy. And then walk both hands towards the right foot and fold in towards the right leg. And walking the hands over to the left foot, fold in towards the left leg. And walk your hands back through center. If you're a little bit taller, then you might need to bend the knees so that you can bring the fingertips to the ground. And start to bend your right leg, sink your hips towards your right foot. So you begin to find a little bit more of stretch down the inside of the left thigh. And then we'll shift, bending the left leg as you straighten the right. Begin to lean towards your left foot. And we'll take this a couple of times so you can decide how fast or how slow you want to go. And if one side feels like it needs a little bit more time, then linger there for a little bit longer. Okay, come back up through center, straighten both legs. Then edge the feet in so they're about hips width. Then bring opposite hand to take a hold of opposite elbow. Let the torso hang heavy and you can rock from side to side. And starting to draw a figure of 8 with the arms. So you're shifting your weight through your feet. And again, if the hamstrings are feeling quite tight today, then keep a bend in the knees so this is more accessible. Find stillness. And letting go of the elbows, round your spine and come all the way up to stand. Relax the shoulders down the back and step the feet together. And then reaching both arms up, the left hand takes a hold of the right wrist and begin to lean to your left side so you find a long stretch down the right side of your body. Keep pressing through the feet so that you help stay stable. And slowly come back up. This time, right hand takes a hold of left wrist and then leaning to the right. To counterbalance your weights and the hips to the left. And slowly back up. Release the arms. And we'll come into a lunge position. So the left leg is forwards, right leg is back. The back leg is fully straight, front knee is bent on top of the ankle. Begin to tuck your tailbone, and then bend the back leg and hover the back knee down to the mat so that we begin to get into the front right thigh area. We begin to stretch hip flexors. And this is probably going to get intense pretty quickly, so we'll just hold it here. A couple more breaths. Lower the back knee all the way down. And this time let your front knee track forwards. The hips are sinking down. And you can keep the back toes tucked or untucked like this. And you can just let your shoulders and your arms relax down by your side. Just focus on sinking down through the hips. Lower the hands to the mat and shuffle the front foot forwards to straighten the leg. And flexing that foot, fold over the leg. You can draw your chin towards your chest, relax the back of the neck. And deepen your breath as you fold. Okay, lift the chest, bend the front knee. Come back up into your high lunge so the back knee is lifted. And we'll step the back foot forwards and step the left foot back. Come back through to your lunge. Place the feet, find a little bit of stability. Then start by tucking the tailbone, bend the back knee and hover the back knee just a couple centimeters off the mat. So begin to feel like a waking up in the front of the left thigh area. And as the posture begins to get a little bit more intense, match that intensity with your breathing so you can really amp up your breath a little bit. Okay, lower the back knee down, let the front knee track forwards and the hips sink down. Relaxing the arms by your side. Lower the hands to the mat and shuffle the front foot forwards to straighten the leg. And then flexing that foot, fold over the front leg. Relax your head and neck. Okay, lift all the way up. And then this time we're going to bring the hands to the inside of the right leg and sweep the right leg back to come into an all fours position. Then bringing the big toes together to touch, open the knees out as wide as the mat. Send the hips down to the heels and reach the arms forwards to settle in for child's pose. Resting the forehead on the mat. And begin to deepen your breath as the body softens towards the ground. And you can take as much time here as you feel you need. Reaching the arms as far away from you so you create lots of space through the spine. When you're ready to come out, walk the hands into the knees to come up into a kneeling position. And taking a couple of shoulder rolls. Sitting up tall, maybe a couple of rolls with the head, releasing any tension that might still be left over. Then coming back into stillness, and you're done. I hope that this quick stretching routine has helped you release any tension that may have built up. And I hope to see you again for class soon. Bye.
Okay, we are done for the day. There was a lot about that I liked about all of those. I mean, as you guys know, I'm a big fan of that Justina Ercole 10-minute mobility warm-up. I feel like sometime I should try one of her other videos. We'll see. But that 10-minute mobility warm-up is perfect for just quick, get the blood flowing, get the muscles moving, and ready for your workout. So huge fan of that. And then that Fit by Maya video was way more intense than I expected it to be. Definitely not for beginners at all. And you know, she said it was for an active rest day, but to me that was just an active day and a great workout. So good stuff there for sure. And then doing that Charlie Follows video, it's interesting. As I mentioned, it's from 5 years ago, and you can really tell the progression that she has made as a yoga instructor from then to now, because she is so much more proficient at what she does now than she was in that video. It was still good, don't get me wrong, and it was perfect for what I needed for post-workout, so great there. But yeah, I just love seeing the growth, you know, and I look forward to people talking about my videos like that. They're going to be looking at these 5 years from now, and they're going to be going, man, he is so much better now than he was back then. I personally can even see growth from, you know, what is this? This is probably episode 125, 126, somewhere in that ballpark, I believe. You know, push-ups, sit-ups, and plenty of juice. I think if you go back to episodes 1, 2, and 3 and compare them to the past 3 episodes that we've done, you can definitely see a lot of growth and everything, and that's in 4 months. So very excited for the progress that we're going to be making. I'm excited for the progress that everybody is going to be making and the progress that people have made. You know, for sure, give Charlie Follows a follow and subscribe to her channel. Her videos are great, especially her instruction style. That's why I consider her my favorite yoga instructor, because the way she instructs through the videos is fantastic, especially her more current stuff. Give Fit by Maya a follow. Go subscribe to her channel. So that's the homegirl. You know, she reached out to me, and I really appreciate that. She gave those recommendations. It's funny, as you guys know, you know, I always link whoever the YouTuber that I'm doing their video, I always link it in the description of this. She was the first one to reach out, and I thought that was really cool, especially because I've had the least interaction with her. I did her video randomly one day because it just popped up in the algorithm. She reached out. You know, we've had a few exchanges back and forth now, and so all of that to me is awesome. So she supports me, I support her. It's all about encouraging, and as I always say, let's get better together, right? So with all of that being said, as usual, I appreciate y'all joining me for another episode of Push-Ups, Sit-Ups, and plenty of juice. This has been I Am Your Pastor of Positivity, George Allen West, reminding you to cherish your life.